Welcome back to the Elwin YouTube channel, where you'll be taking a plunge into a unique philosophy for life and design. Strive for perfection in everything you do. Take the best that exists and make it better. When it does not exist, design it. Sir Henry Royce, co-founder of Rolls-Royce. And now, are you ready for some fun facts for today? Fun fact number 1. The car maker Koenigsegg claims that its Jesko Absolute is the fastest car in the entire world. It has a top speed of 330 miles per hour with a streamlined and efficiently designed body that allows aggressive downforce. Fun fact number 2. Tall football players like Cristiano Ronaldo have to adapt their dribbling strides, making their physical build less efficient for the sport. On the flip side, Lionel Messi is naturally built to have shorter strides that make dribbling in all directions easier, with greater dexterity and efficiency. In other words, taller and leaner doesn't necessarily mean better, at least not in the case of football. This week, we're unpacking the idea for the best kind of product one can manufacture, especially when it comes to window shades and window treatments. Oftentimes, we see that many high-profile manufacturers tend to over-engineer the inner parts and mechanisms of their products. They accomplish this by using subpar materials, and we most definitely see this in the window blind industry. But what exactly do we mean when we use the terms over-engineered? Simply put in layman's terms, it means heavy-handed, clunky, unnecessarily complicated, and cheap. And in our opinion, there's nothing efficient about that. At Elwin, we have the perfect remedy for it and take pride in the way our craftsmen have engineered and continue to manufacture window shades that are extremely strong yet delicate, durable yet simple and affordable. So without further ado, let's get started. For those of you who've been familiarized with our window shade products, you know very well that we're simply obsessive about quality control. The very philosophies that have been practiced for millennia in cultures like Japan and Korea have been the exact practices that set our brand apart from the rest. And did you know? The Japanese language conveniently has a term that describes this so well: Kaizen. Kaizen means change for the better. It celebrates even the slightest improvement, like the fine-tuning of every bit of the manufacturing and designing process. Think of it as a leaning out the unnecessary fluff and getting straight to the core of what's important in the mechanism component, but without compromising intelligent and aesthetic design. Believe it or not, such a meticulous approach allows us to be more productive and efficient in the long run. The characteristics every window blind should possess are to run with efficiency and, even more importantly, to be assembled using parts that are crafted with dexterity and resilience in mind. For example, one unique way we achieve this at Elwin is by creating pieces like our highly sought-after cassette, with a tube of 1.5T instead of the traditional 0.5T. In fact, it's pretty common for Elwin cassettes to range anywhere from a minimum of 1.5T to a maximum of 2T. We obviously don't hold back on our material components because the durability factor is totally worth it. But since technical words can be confusing, let's explain it this way. The tube size is significant because the smaller the size of the tube, the weaker and more fragile it will be. Think of it as skimping on the materials. This, of course, causes issues long term, but don't be surprised if issues do become apparent very early on. In the case when cheap and fragile materials are used, as the weakened tube begins to bow and deteriorate down the middle, the window blinds naturally start to hunch down, losing their original structure and appearance, but even worse, their intended functionality. Our brand has been regarded highly by partners and users because they know our materials are the real deal. We genuinely work with everyone's best interests in mind, since we believe that quality will always outlast quantity. The Elwin philosophy is all about satisfying the individual and even his or her picky taste. Catering to the masses has never been a part of our DNA, as it happens so often in mass manufacturing, which is a design norm common to the West. We'd much rather create an efficient product that costs more for us personally, but enhances a user's life. You could call it a little bit of a sacrifice on our part, perhaps. There's not a single piece on our products that goes untouched by our philosophy of efficient design. And ultimately, we understand this business and design process will create a trusting relationship with those who faithfully support our company. If you haven't done so already, we suggest trying this way of thinking even for your own daily life. As weird as it sounds, it would do all of us a whole lot of good to find products that are handcrafted the right way, such as buying handmade clothes instead of mass-manufactured ones. With that in mind, what steps can you take to have a more efficient life instead of an over-engineered one? What kind of products can you swap for those that are designed with more care and a greater personal touch? Feel free to share in the comment section below. And as always, hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And remember to hit that subscribe button for more updates.